Kung tumingin ka, ang muso pa lang niyang nakikita mo. Ang laki-laki pa niya, malapit ka, dapat lilikod siya. Or, you can see in your left side view mirror, the car that you have passed, only then, you can go back to your lane. But do not make a sharp turn, you just glide back slowly. 1 Easter lang yan, liliko na yung babalik. Huwag bigla, dapat hindi ka alatang tumipa, pasimple ka lang. Now, suppose you are the approaching vehicle. Nakita mo, hirap na hirap siyang bumalik. Anong gagawin? What's your obligation? Slow down. Raise your speed up to the minimum. If you have to stop, do it. Just to let him go back to his lane. Kasi pag hindi nakabalik yan, ikaw naman ang babanggay niya. That is overtaking. Starting tonight, the moment you become a driver, you take overtaking seriously. Overtaking is not a simple swerving to the left, going to the right, hindi pwede. Planning, preparation is very important. Hindi ka pwedeng pabigla-bigla. Umisa nagdadrive ka, kasama girlfriend mo yan, nagkukwentuhan kayo, kwentuhan, may baba, yung bigla, hindi ka pwedeng gano'n. Decide that, hindi na kailangan na, paglabas mo, may dumating na. Hindi pwedeng pabigla-bigla, lahat pinaplano mo yan. Okay? So that is overtaking. Now, we are approaching Tarlac. Remember, we are going to Baguio. You notice everybody stopping in Tarlac. And the more popular place to stop than the Hacienda Luisita Complex. And you have the Maxi restaurant, Jollibee, Pancake restaurant. How come it's always a tradition when you go to Baguio, you stop along that place in Hacienda Luisita? Well, when you use the place, approximately 11 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been 2 hours and a half that you have been driving from Manila. It's time for you to take a nap, to take a relax, at kumain ka ng konti. Because it's not advisable to stop at this bus station, eating this one week food na linuluto niya. At least doon malinis sa back. Yeah. You take that, tapos mag-stress ka, you take some coffee to awaken your senses. Para lang marirefresh ka. And then you go to the comfort room, you wash your face with hot and cold water, at least marirelax ka. And then after 1 hour relaxing, eating something there, you move again. It's a long way drive before you reach Pangasinan. Alam mo yung long distance drive na inip ka, you enter Pangasinan now. How do you know if you're already in Pangasinan? You don't understand the language anymore. Yeah. When you stop in one major intersection, observe, all the vendors will approach you. Bagong, suka. I cannot understand the people there. Sometimes you really want to buy from them. But they will not let you get down from the car and choose. As soon as you open the window, itututok lahat sa mukha mo, lahat ng paninda mo. The moment you experience this, you are already in Pangasinan. Okay. You move again. It's a long way drive before you reach La Union. You are waiting for that sign, La Union, and then you take the right side. You can see that big welcome sign, Welcome Benguet Road. When you see that Welcome Benguet Road, that's the start of the 6th Road. 1 hour drive. You are waiting for the sign dahil pa-practice mo na yung hangin mo. Hindi kaya ako mabuhulog. So kung natatakot ka, mag-practice ka muna sa Antipolo. Yung overlooking doon. At least Antipolo, pag mahulog ka, makikita ka pa. Sa Baguio, hindi na. Yan. So, you think you are reaching La Union, but sometimes anything can happen. You are trying to increase your speed to reach that sign. But instead of losing your speed, the more you are losing the speed. Bumaga ng kotse, wala nang kasaw-saw, wala na. Nasira pa akin naman, tumigil. Nag-switch on na yung susi. Alam mo, paminsan-minsan tumingin kayo sa dapat. Pag may umilaw ang switch on, that means the engine is not running. Wala nang sound ng pedal. No sound, wala. So do not stop the car right at the middle of the road. You take the service road, you stop the car under a big acacia tree. Tumiri ka, boundary ng Pangasinan and La Union. Start, ayaw manda. And you have to prepare for this. You know, even if you are driving a late model or a brand new car, you might experience trouble. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, tumiri ka. Diyos ko, nasira na ko kamo. You are a lady driver alone in that place. No companion. You check both sides of the highway, there are no houses, it's probably tobacco or sugar cane. If you are in Manila, that's not the problem. You just get your cell phone, you call your boyfriend, you call your neighbors, they can easily reach you. But you are in Pangasinan, 5 hours away, 6 hours away. So, wala ka namang kaalaman sa kotse. O baka napagod ang makina ka. 5 oras na akong nagdadrive. So, you waited for a few minutes. Start. Ang makina hindi naman tao yung napapagod. Wala kang kaalaman. You don't know anything about your engine. You just learn how to drive. Even your drive is not yet perfect. So, syempre, dahil walang tao, magdalakas ng loob, you open the hood. You open the hood. Tinignan mo yung makina. Nando naman. Hindi naman siya nahulog. But what is this? For you, unless you understand this engine, this is just a piece of metal. So, a lady driver, by nature, you start talking to your engine. Nandiyan ka naman pala. Mandar ka naman. Tumirik na walang tao dito eh. So bago ka na lang tumirik at least doon maraming tao doon. This engine cannot understand you. Remember, you are in Pangasinan. You have to talk in Pangalato. If tinatagalog mo in English ka, hindi kayo magkakaintindihan yan. And sometimes you experience this. If you happen to be in remote provinces and you are lost and you are looking for something and you ask for an information, unless you understand their local language, it is not easy for